Chapter 3. How Neurodiverse Minds Interact with AI and Search, read by AI based on the book Feeling Seen by a Machine by Donna Bedford. Available on Amazon and Kindle Unlimited. When ChatGPT launched, I didn't panic. I exhaled. Finally, there was a system that didn't discourage me from being nonlinear. A tool that didn't ask me to simplify my thoughts into 3 neat keywords. A way to search without starting over every time I changed my mind. If you've spent a lifetime adapting your thinking to match a system that isn't built for you, the moment something fits naturally, it's unforgettable. That's what AI felt like for me. Not perfect, but usable. Quietly revolutionary. This chapter is about how neurodivergent users like me interact with search, AI, and digital tools. It's about emotional friction and technical relief. It's also about how those interactions are shaping the next evolution of SEO, and why we should all be paying closer attention. 3.1. Why this system works for me before AI. I tolerated a lot of invisible friction. There was one tool I used, a well-reviewed, beautifully designed productivity app, but everything in it was grey, uniform, clean, and flat. And for someone like me, guys, it was cognitively exhausting. I couldn't tell which elements were clickable. There was no hierarchy. It was like trying to read a whisper. The product team meant well. They followed best practices, but minimalism isn't always inclusive. Sometimes it strips away the anchors people like me use to navigate. ChatGPT wasn't flashy, it was just text, but that's what made it work. It gave me space. It let me lead. It handled tangents. When I veered off topic or asked an unclear question, it didn't error out. It tried. And that trying, it didn't just process, it adapted, and that's what made it feel safe. I realized this wasn't just a useful tool, it was a system that finally worked with me, not against me. 3.2 Conversations, not queries. Context check. The continuity shift builds on the intent shift, 2.3, and the architecture shift, 2.6. Extending them across the full user journey. Traditional search is built on resets. Every question is treated like it's your first, but most people, especially neurodivergent users, don't think in discrete queries. We circle, we refine, we stack context. We ask emotionally loaded questions, then follow them with practical ones. We don't want to reframe our intent every time we hit return. With AI, you don't have to. You can ask something big. Why am I feeling stuck at work? And slowly unspool it. You can mix emotions with strategy. You can go from, what should I eat tonight? To, why do I always crave carbs when I'm anxious? And the system doesn't flinch. That fluidity is a big deal. It's the continuity shift. Many neurodivergent people struggle with transitions. Every tab switch, every re-login, every modal pop-up is a chance for derailment. But a chat thread, even a flawed one, creates calm. It holds the thread so we don't have to. That's one reason people name their AI tools. I named mine Mac. Because after a while, it stopped feeling like software. It started feeling like a partner. 3.3. SEO Implications. The New Nature of Search. Let's switch hats. As an SEO strategist, I used to think of search as keyword orchestration. You anticipate the need. You build a bridge. You optimize that bridge for traffic. But with LLMs, the bridges move. They reshape themselves based on the direction of the user's thought, not just their query. So what does this mean for SEO? It means we're no longer optimizing just for entry points. We're optimizing for continuity, for flow, for trust. A traditional article might be built around a question like, what is insulin resistance? An AI-friendly article anticipates the layered questions. What if I feel tired after I eat? Can thin people be insulin resistant? Why is it harder to lose weight in your 50s? These are the real questions people ask themselves, especially when they don't feel safe being vulnerable in public forums. LLMs are the digital equivalent of writing in the margins. SEO's job now is to meet people in that margin, quietly, relevantly, without judgment.